Presidents ranking the Dragon Ball Z characters. This is going to be very interesting. Are we ranking them when they were at these arcs, or are we ranking them right now? Those are two different things, but let's go ahead and get it started.
Oh, hey, man, you're up. I just want to say playing Smash Bros. And getting some decent burgers yesterday was great.
What the
You're
fuck?
really kind to let me stay in your spare bunk while Melania has kicked me out.
Yeah, man, yesterday was so much fun. I'm so glad you're staying over, even if it's not under the best of circumstances.
Fellas.
Sup, dude?
Hey, Barry, baby.
Look, I know you all just woke up, but last night I kept tossing and turning, thinking...
I'm just so confused why they're floating heads. This is so weird. Anyways, let's just fucking fast forward through this. Let's get to the tier list.
I'll do what I can to make you all professional YouTubers.
Okay, let's get started then. Hey, guys.
Okay, so are these at their arcs?
And welcome back to the Spatch Adams channel.
Ooh.
Today, we're going to get crazy and rate some of our favorite DBZ characters.
Okay.
Are you two degenerate scumbags ready to do this?
Obama, you fucking cockswallower, I think this is going to be the dumbest tier list that's ever been made.
Shut your fucking mouth, Donald. Trust you to immediately sour the fun. But seriously, Barrick, on what criteria are we rating the characters?
Yeah, there we go.
We are rating them on pure awesomeness.
Awesomeness?
No power scaling here, just thinking about which characters are cool and enjoyable and which ones are lame and shitty.
Okay.
I'm already malding here. We can't make a tier list based on such a weak criteria. It's like asking how long a piece of string is.
Fuck it, I'll start us off.
Well, there's a lot of debate that can go on. Android 17 is not shit. He is not a shit character. Ain't no motherfucking way, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way.
Android 16 was a stoic legend.
Did I say 17? I meant to say 16.
A friendly dude with a cool design. I'd give him an easy B tier.
Okay. Boy, I got scared. I thought he was putting him in a shit tier.
He was all
B tier? Let's see. What does he do? Android 16 cares about birds, wants to kill Goku. He gets revamped by Bulma, and then he dies. A lot of his plot was either kill Goku or whenever Cell showed up, defend Android 18. He doesn't really do much. But the one thing saving Android 16 from being like a C tier is the speech he gave Gohan before his head was smashed in. Is that one moment going to give him A tier though? I don't think so. I think B tier is good enough.
always cool, but didn't stick around.
He didn't really do anything memorable, yeah.
I'd say B is a good place to start, especially at the start of the list.
That's fine.
He's a cool action figure, but he's a pretty pathetic
Cool action
character,
figure.
much like you, Sleepy Joe.
Pathetic, damn.
Spent most of the time as a head on the floor. But
Jesus.
leave him in B. This list is already a farce, so fuck it.
Fine, let's move on to Chi-Chi.
All right, Chi-Chi, what does she do? The tournament, she meets Goku, wants to get married to him, raises the kids, complains a lot, doesn't want them to go Super Saiyan. Is she shit for trying to be a good mom by having her kids go to school? No. Is she a shit mom because even though she wants her kids to go to school, there's literally people trying to destroy the earth? I would say yes. But she was still a fun character as a kid. When she was a kid and all her thing was like, oh, Goku, will you marry me? This and that. And they even fought in the world tournament. So I think overall, Chi-Chi has gotten worse. In the beginning, you could argue Chi-Chi is a B tier character, but just throughout time, she's just gone downhill. And a lot of times Toriyama could have, revamped her character to be like motivational, especially in dire circumstances. She just didn't really do that. So I think she's a C tier character. She's not shit, but she's almost there, C tier.
Back in early Dragon Ball, she was cool. Pretty attractive. Good fighter. Perfect match for Goku,
What you talking about? Early Dragon Ball, she was attractive.
really.
Yeah, but then she became the whining, crying bitch who turned Gohan into a little pansy boy. Didn't she fucking realize that she was the mother of the Earthling with the most potential?
The most potential, she don't care about that. What you could say, the mother of the only child to keep the Earth from blowing up. Yes. Yeah, fuck yeah.
What kind of dingus put studying ahead of the power to protect the whole galaxy?
Why you like
I'm with
Android?
you, Donald. Plus, as a side note,
Adrena says Android 16 was a D. While I like 16, he didn't do anything at the moment. He triggers doesn't make sense since bro only knew Gohan for like a day or something. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense. But did it work? It worked. So you could, by the way you phrase it, you could say Android 16 is a C. But he did protect Android 18. So he's done stuff. He just wasn't really around that.
Why the fuck are they always doing menial jobs for money? Like how Goku became a farmer in Super.
Chi-Chi's rich.
Just be an Instagram star. He could make bank on
Instagram
endorsement
star
deals and shit. Or even as a personal trainer, he could make ridiculous.
Okay, Goku as a personal trainer is a filler I want to see. This would be absolutely crazy. He will put all the weights on the bench and be like, "Yeah, you just lift it like this. No good form or anything, just like this, right?" Or Goku getting personal training would be funny too.
Money. Chi-Chi is always on everyone's case about money and shit, but she's the daughter of the Ox King, who surely has a few bucks, plus
he has
friends
money
with the richest family on
Boma,
Earth. How does this make sense?
I agree with you so much, Joe. Chi-Chi is a dumb whore, and she belongs in shit tier.
She's not a whore.
Disagree on any of
How is she a whore? She's literally been with one man all her life.
that, fellas, so yeah, I'll pop her there. Okay, Bubbles next.
Involved themselves in danger and wasn't really needed.
Kid Gohan.
Fuck Bubbles.
Except with the Cell games. Where it wasn't needed, danger where it wasn't needed. Okay, so I guess you're talking about when Gohan went to when they went to Namek. That was an understandable, reasonable, thing. But at the same time, they still needed to go get the Dragon Balls to wish back Goku and everybody else. So it was definitely necessary for Gohan to go, because at that point, he is the fucking strongest person on the planet. He is the strongest person on the planet. And there was the thing of, what if Vegeta comes back? So, it's necessary.
Kid Gohan is an absolute Chad. The
Kid Gohan. Oh wait, we're separating them. Okay, Kid Gohan. A lot of people call this Teen Gohan, but isn't Gohan like 12 years old? So he's not even really a teen yet. He's pre-teen Gohan. This Gohan was an absolute awesome character. The development he gets with his real father Goku in the time chamber was definitely necessary, because when Gohan was around, either Goku's dead or Goku shows up and says, "Get out of here." Right? That's literally the only moments we got with Gohan that we get to see. So to have him have the training in the time chamber is awesome. Cell games, whenever he snaps, he's literally bloodthirsty, killing Cell Juniors with one strike. Cares about his friends. Solid. The only issue was when he was like toying with Cell, and then Cell was about to blow up the Earth, and then Goku had to sacrifice himself, and he was like, "This is all my fault. I should have did better." Like, yeah, no shit, you should have did better. But overall, Teen Gohan, I think people are giving him an S tier because of the Super Saiyan 2, but I think he deserves S tier for more than that. He needs S tier because of the development. The more we see him trying reasoning about academics and training, at that point, he was still doing both. So, yeah, I think he deserves S tier, but not just because of Super Saiyan 2.
It was the culmination of all the previous arcs. We knew Gohan was supposed to be the best, but he had always been too inexperienced. Mm-hmm. By the time we get to the Cell fight, we know he's finally ready, and he proves it.
True.
No, we did not know he was ready. We just had Goku's words saying, "My son is stronger than me." Everybody's like, "What?" And I was one of them, like, "Bro, you're Goku. What are you talking about?"
Don't you kind of wish Goku had died of his heart virus so that Gohan could have taken up the mantle? You fucking know that future Gohan was a real Giga Chad. Sucks we got stuck in the timeline where Gohan lost his mojo. Yeah. Apparently Toriyama stopped giving a flying fuck about him.
Apparently.
Really true, Donald?
Apparently.
Gohan got a lot of development in the Buu saga. Yes, great Saiyan.
Oh, we're bringing in actual Gohan as well. We're bringing in Buu Saga. I thought we were just bringing in Frieza Saga and Frieza and Cell Saga. Which fucking Gohan are we doing? Are we separating, or are we making it one thing? If we're making it one thing, then Gohan went from being absolute P tier, S tier, to going all the way down into, okay, we're at Super. I don't know what the hell he does in the Granola or Moral arc. I know about Gohan Beast. I just don't know how he got the power up because I haven't seen the movie. But I'm going to go to what I know is Dragon Ball Super Gohan. I would say Dragon Ball Super Gohan is a good character, A tier. He did a lot in the Tournament of Power, and he was a good teammate, decent strategist, and overall, he was a great pal with Piccolo. He did put up a fight with Beerus, but everybody that fought Beerus got one shot, except for Vegeta got 2 shot. But okay, so all the way up to then, he went from S tier to A tier. If we're talking about Teen Gohan up to the Cell Saga, that's the S tier. They adopted the movie into the manga.
Ramen wasn't the best, but Gohan became his own.
Gohan
man.
is like 14 in the Cell arc.
Human,
No way,
he
bro.
have
He's
the
like
same
12
thirst for battle that Goku and Vegeta have.
Well noted.
I think his arc reflects his heritage, and people are too hard.
Oh, the hyperbolic time chamber.
As if Toriyama gives 2 shits about what people think. Man's a billionaire and phenomenal artist. Why would he care what internet nerds think?
Toriyama is a businessman.
Bro, this just says either 9 or 10 years old, as birth year was age 757. Cell Games took place age 767. So he's either 10 or 11. Hyperbolic time chamber might be 12, maybe. Yeah, ain't no way he's 14, bro. He was young.
And does whatever his publishers say.
Message retracted.
People
Okay.
just want more Goku and Vegeta.
Just place Kid Gohan in S tier and Adult Gohan in C tier.
He's not serious about. He's not C tier. Ain't no way. Ain't no way he's C tier. I would say A tier up to Super. If we're talking about up to what Buu Saga, then sure you can say B tier, but C tier, no way. Because even in Buu Saga, he still did training. Like yeah, Vegeta was like, "Oh, you're weak as shit," but he still went to go training with the Kais, and he still became Ultimate Gohan, and he was putting up a great fight against Super Buu. Until he wasn't. Until he wasn't. So I would say up to Buu. B tier. Up to Super, A tier. But peak Gohan is definitely when he was young.
About Adult Gohan, you saw Dragon Ball Superhero, and Beast Gohan has changed the game. He's powered up beyond.
Beast Gohan, he looks like, besides strength, what about Beast Gohan is great? Besides his strength, besides that, what has Beast Gohan done that Super Gohan hasn't? He's still in academics, I believe. He has a job. He still takes care of Pan and his wife, Videl. What else has Beast Gohan done? What did he do in the movie? I don't think he did shit besides get stronger. What else can you do with Gohan? He's not a staple character anymore. All they did to make him a staple was give him a boost in power. But Gohan's not really about that life. He only gets thrust into saving the world because Goku and Vegeta are off doing some other shit.
Beyond Super Saiyan Blue. Hell, he might be the strongest fighter in the show now.
I don't
Doesn't matter.
count the events of Super as canon. The manga isn't even done by Akira Toriyama. It's a soul.
You're an absolute fool if you think Dragon Ball Super is not canon because it's not fucking drawn by Akira Toriyama. You're an absolute fool if you think that. The OG person does not have to be the only one to make the manga or anime for that shit to be canon. You're an absolute tool. You're an absolute tool.
Soulless cash grab, and everyone supporting it by buying merch and watching that shit is just enabling the continued bastardization of one of the 80s best manga. Shit.
Sound like an old head.
The father of modern shonen. Super is some mid shit that doesn't capture a drop of the essence that made Dragon Ball through to the end of Z Goated.
Trumpet is literally canonical.
There we
Toriyama
go.
writes the stories. Plus, Superhero was the best out of all the DB movies.
The movies aren't canon either.
The movies aren't canon
I thought
still?
we were making
If the movies still aren't canon, then no, because I remember a lot of people talking about how the movie is canon. The Dragon Ball, the one with Gohan Beast, is canon. What the fuck? You wish Super wasn't canon? Oh, I mean, it is. So, I mean, we just got to go with what it is.
a character tier list.
Guys, if I could bring it back around to Gohan's...
Wait, they put Bubbles in shit tier? Bubbles had a good training moment. I think he's a D tier. Not shit, but yeah.
rating. Does it
It's
even
canon.
make sense
Okay,
to
yeah.
split the character by kid, teen, and adult?
Is it necessary? No, but the fan base would lose its fucking mind if you only had one Gohan on here and you put him in B or C tier. You put it in C tier. So if you put it in C tier, people are going to lose their fucking mind and talk about how Teen Gohan was the shit. Because he was. But that's why you're going to have to separate Gohan. They even do that in the fucking video games. They separate it. So come on.
Gohan is one character, not three. Surely it makes sense to take
True.
an average rating across the stages of his life to determine where he should be.
I already did that. So
Are you saying you're the same
I think you
person
can
you were
do
90
that.
years ago when you were 59 years old? Sleepy idiot.
No, guys. Come on, it's not that hard to understand. I'm just
Well,
saying that Gohan...
even with that logic, are you the same person, whatever? Even with that logic, it can still go vice versa, whether you should have separate or you should have one character. So that fucking logic makes no
is
sense.
Gohan. Is Gohan a cool character, or is he sometimes cool and sometimes a bit mid? And if we do, in fact, agree that Gohan has been mid throughout the legendary story of Dragon Ball, then shouldn't we factor that into his rating?
Yes.
It's stupid to say the character is goated for 3 years of his life and mid
Yes.
for the next 20 years.
Yes.
On average, he turns out as either high mid or low great. I'm thinking Gohan
Yes.
goes in high B tier.
And exactly, that's what I fucking Gohan. Yeah, right. He doesn't say it right. But I absolutely love it when they debate. But at the same time, this ain't looking good because this is an 11-minute video. We 7 minutes in, and I see a whole bunch of characters still on here. So I feel like somebody's about to get lazy and just be like, Poor, shit tier. Oolong, shit tier. Android 19, shit tier. My shit tier. Grandpa Gohan, shit tier. There's not going to be any debate, and that's what I absolutely hate. Unless there's a part 2.
I'm going to hit this guy. Obama, hold me back. He's talking so much trash, I can't take it.
No, he was spitting facts. He wasn't even talking trash. That's some real shit. You separate the character. Okay, what's the fucking point? You should average it out. I agree.
Of course, they're different characters. You can play Kid Gohan or Teen Gohan
In the video game.
Yeah,
That's not how that fucking works, guy.
Come on, that's like saying we should rate Kid Goku and adult Goku.
Yes,
together.
and we don't.
Characters.
And we don't.
Are you saying that pre and post time skip Luffy are different characters? Fuck no,
No.
you aren't.
Luffy
Exactly.
has nothing to do with this.
No, because Luffy...
It's the same shit, bro. Pre and time skip, it's the same shit. It is the same. You can say the same thing about Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. It's still Naruto.
His personality and character didn't change post-time.
Luffy the GOAT.
This is bullshit. Obama, just put Kid Gohan in S tier and Teen in B, and let's move the fuck on with our lives.
All right, cool. But Luffy the GOAT, honestly, out of all the anime, I think Luffy is honestly, like, now that I looked into One Piece, is honestly one of the greatest protagonists when it comes down to motivation. But we'll talk about that later.
Got a lot more to say on this, but obviously you guys aren't ready to have this meta conversation. I wish George Bush was here. He's always ready to go deep on the big questions.
What the fuck? No, he's not.
She hadn't been dead for 200 years.
Wow.
Jesus, Donald.
Eat my white-haired nuts.
No, thanks.
Oh, would you look at this? The picture for Goku features kid and adult Goku.
You're right. It just means the idiot who made this list was as inconsistent as the animation in Super.
Hey, the animation for the Jiren fight was S tier.
Nothing that was animated post the year 1998 is S tier.
Bro,
Goku
what?
is S tier, guys. So many epic, unforgettable moments. From him fighting Piccolo, sacrificing himself to Raditz, fighting Vegeta, beating Frieza. The list goes on. Dragon Ball would not be Dragon Ball without Goku at the center.
Agreed. He's like the cream in the middle of a Twinkie.
That would imply the rest of the show is all one note.
Piccolo. Goku obviously is S tier. We don't really need to debate about that. The only flaw in Goku is his logic when it came to the Cell fight on giving Cell a senzu bean. His like sense of honor is the only thing that fucked him up, and neglecting his kid for training. Those are the only things. But if he didn't neglect Gohan for training, the world would have been fucked because he wouldn't have been that strong to take on that threat. So, take the good with the bad.
I'd say Goku is more like the wiener in the hot dog, essential but made much better by the toppings.
Hey,
AKA the other characters.
Now, you guys are the ones being pedantic. Goku is S tier, okay? Let's move it along now.
Right.
True, Sleepy Joe, you might drop dead any minute.
Okay,
Goku
so let's look
Black
at Goku
slash
Black.
is Goku Black one character because it's just Zamasu possessing Goku. So whatever we put Goku Black is where we got to put Zamasu because they're the same fucking character. Zamasu overall, he's a bitch. Okay, he's a bit. Oh, Goku Black is just another guy. It's another guy. I thought it was a different Zamasu from a different timeline. Okay, well then Goku Black, if I was going to judge Goku Black, I think he's like an A tier. I think he's solid. He's Goku except he's nefarious. I thought it was two Zamasus and then one took over. It's a difference. Okay, if it's a different Zamasu, then what the fuck? Okay, then we're going to say Zamasu. Zamasu's reasoning is so stupid and childish because humans get God Ki. Now, there's a fucking issue. It's super childish, super annoying, and it's not a reason why you literally kill your own kind so you can get power to kill those people that are trying to be like gods, which they aren't even doing. They literally just get god powers and they fight each other. That's literally it. Anyways, Zamasu slash Goku Black, since they're the same person, I guess, they're going to get stuck in... I want to put them in C tier so bad because of their reasoning. It's so stupid. And the only reason why it should be C tier is because they literally use that logic throughout their whole arc. I'm going to show you what it's like to be a true God. Mortals bow to me. Mortals shouldn't have God key. Mortals this. Gods are above all. Blah, blah, fucking blah, bro. If you had that one issue and then you evolved from that, I would say A tier. But it's literally the same shit throughout the entire arc. I would give Zamasu personally a C tier, but I can see why people will give him B tier just through the complex of how he actually executed his plot on killing other Kais to actually get the power, get the time rings, and all that shit. I can see how that plan can definitely get him B tier, and I can see why people will want him in A tier. But his goals were so childish that I want to put him in C tier. For the sake of debate, I will put him in B.
Can I be real for a minute? I hated him. Hated that whole stinking arc that took future Trunks and made him boring. Plus, he got an ass pull power up.
We're rating the character, not the art.
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro.
You know what? I liked how Zamasu was just an evil guy. The dude was so fucking amped that he literally started tearing
the more sinister version.
Apart. Pretty dope if you think about it.
They aren't technically the same.
But then Zeno had to reset the whole fucking timeline.
But then they fused together. If we're talking about Goku Black with no fusion, okay, he's a sinister version. Okay, he's a more evil version of the guy that's upset about mortals getting God Key. Cool. Okay, Goku Black B tier, Zamasu B tier then, I guess.
The whole arc was mishandled. Time travel only worked in
not
the
the best
Android
writing.
Saga, and their
It
shitty
happens.
reboot was just embarrassing.
It happens, bro.
Anyway, I say we stick Blackie in B tier and move on.
That's
Great,
fine.
let's talk about Fat Boo. Hey, you know what?
Fat Boo went from being a scary idiot to being a playful idiot, jolly. The danger is gone. I think Boo now is more of a hey, we still got Majin Buu, and then Majin Buu gets beat up, and it's crazy because this guy is supposed to be legendary, right? He is legendary. His powers are crazy. He just doesn't utilize them well. Boo overall, I could also say is a B tier because no matter how big of a threat he was, nowadays he's just not utilized. It's like every time there's an issue, hey, Boo could actually fucking do something here. Toriyama's like, let's have him fall asleep. So sad.
Kind of looks like you, Donald.
You look like a Cyberman, Ruffles.
Oh my God. Would you rather look like Majin Buu or a Cyberman? Shit, I'd rather look like Majin Buu.
I like Boo. I remember watching the show as it aired on Cartoon Network after school.
Good times.
The stakes were so high, this big fat menace was so enigmatic. And I was seriously
Misguided
concerned
child, yeah.
about how the Z fighters would end up defeating him.
He's a baby character, so lame.
Baby
Sure, he was
character.
powerful, but I found his annoying voice grating.
Reminds me of
Okay.
someone. Look, he's not an S-tier character by any means, but
No
you
way.
had to love his relationship with Mr. Satan.
It was
Oh,
a
shit,
nice
Tony, yeah,
relationship.
that was complete fire.
Yeah.
Remember when Boo learned
dog.
about love thanks to Mr. Satan's dog?
That might have been the most wholesome moment in DBZ.
Was that filler?
I don't remember, but does it matter? That shit
Was it filler?
dog's
I
name?
think so.
Man, it has been so long since I saw that shit.
The dog was called B.
Shit, let's
E?
put Fat Boo in S tier just for that.
And Mr. Satan, too.
Okay, he's memeing.
I'm fine with
He's
that. Mr.
memeing.
Satan-
He's memeing. Mr. Satan is definitely an A tier because even though he is, the Dan Hibiki of Dragon Ball, he still is effective and he still uses manipulation well. There's a reason why he's still the world champion and he still has millions upon millions of Zenny. So I'd say A tier alone, but let's be real. If Mr. Satan was not rich, everybody would call this motherfucker a clown and he'd be in C or fucking D tier.
Satan is great comic relief.
Great, okay, we can just put badly transformed Gotenks in shit tier.
Why is that a thing? Why are we separating Gotenks into his forms?
Yep, Goten and Kid Trunks were so lame throughout. One of the worst things about the Boo saga.
I'm
Kid Buu was
confused. I'm confused as shit. Okay, Goten. I think Goten is misguided by Trunks, so I'm gonna give Trunks the edge. I'm gonna say Trunks is a higher B than Goten, but I would be fine if people were like, yeah, Goten and Trunks are both C tier. Gotenks is just a cocky, stronger character that doesn't really amount to anything, so I could see him being in C or B tier as well. But shit tier, I don't think so. Weird list, yeah, it is weird.
Pretty great. Pure
weird.
evil in his...
Kid Buu. Kid Buu is literally just a ball of chaos that's really, really strong. That's literally it. If Kid Buu was the same power of a Cyberman, it'd be the same shit. It'd be the same exact thing. Kid Buu is the equivalent of a Cyberman, except Cybermen actually take orders. Kid Buu doesn't. He just destroys shit. That's literally it. And he fucks around a lot. He just has fun. You can't really give this character an S tier. You really can't. He doesn't really do anything besides blow shit up. I would say A tier for the cool factor and the memes. I would say A tier, but this motherfucker is not touching S tier. You can't put him in S tier. There's no way.
His fights were awesome.
Sure, but not as
Yeah,
good
he's
as
just
that.
evil.
Put him in B.
Just going
Damn, B tier? Okay, that's
to
fine.
move on to King Kai.
King Kai is a Chad. Great design,
Yeah.
icon.
King Kai is a freaking beast, bro, and he does his role well. He is strictly support, but I don't think King Kai really gets utilized well nowadays because now we have the Supreme Kai, and of course we have Whis and Beerus now. So King Kai has really been pushed to the background, but let's not state the fact that King Kai is the reason why Goku won the Saiyan saga. He learned Kaioken, and it's a reason why he helped in the Frieza saga. He learned Spirit Bomb. King Kai is great. He's a great character. He's fun. He's a god. He has some respect. I would say King Kai is a solid. Because he's not utilized much, I have to lower him from an A to a B. High B, but I like King Kai. He's cool.
Planet. Always let you know how serious
Yeah.
shit was getting.
I'd say he's D or low C. King Kai came in clutch, but he didn't do much in Z. I can understand that. I can understand a C, but a D? No, I can't say King Kai is a D because he was helpful. He really was. And he does this well. He relays messages from one person to the next. He's the reason why Gohan helped win. Goku was like, hey, I'm here in Otherworld with King Kai. He was talking to Gohan. He said, power through. That helped us get that father-son Kamehameha moment. So we can't disrespect King Kai and say he's D. I'm fine with B.
Let's put him in A.
A is fine, I guess.
Your mama
A is also fine, but shit.
was fine in the year 1754.
Okay, let's talk about
Yeah.
18.
There's artists out there in the world.
Android 18? Android 18 she's a great mother. And she's about that bag. She literally took a dive so she could extort Hercule. She extorted him. She developed from being someone, and she wasn't even really that crazy of a killer. I think that was more 17, like, hey, let's just blow shit up. Android 18 is literally the bad bitch of Dragon Ball. She is the bad bitch. She would go to all these shopping stores and be like, yeah, I want this. Okay, bye. And if there was an issue, then people died. And she was even willing to not kill people. In the Trunks saga, I guess, she was like, that was literally the last of whatever it was. Why did you kill him? Because I was bored. That's Android 17. And 18 is way more developed. The love interest with Krillin is honestly kind of interesting. I don't see what she sees in Krillin, but hey, he bagged her. He bagged the bad bitch of the series. So I'm gonna say 18. I'm gonna say 18 is she A tier? I think she could be A tier. Yeah, I think she could be an A tier, and she helps out in GT as well. Okay, I'm gonna count GT. Yeah, let's say 8. Let's say Android 18 is an A. I think she's an A as well. Yeah.
World who make their living drawing Rule 34 of this babe.
Yeah, and like a million cosplayers, it's the easiest, lowest
It is
effort
easy.
costume you could possibly do.
It
Look, in
is.
seriousness, when she first emerged with her brother, those two were fucking dangerous. They made Super Saiyan 1.5 look like insects.
Yeah. Her fight with Vegeta. Yeah.
Yeah, but then they ended up just being fodder for Cell. And then in the end, 18 ended up going with Krillin.
How is that a bad thing that she ended up with Krillin? You can't even make that a negative or a positive. She got a romantic interest. Okay, cool. With a side character. Okay, cool. It's not even a positive or a
Say
negative.
this, Krillin is a good and loyal man. And he deserved a good woman in his life. But it never made sense to me that a smoking hot 10 out of 10 would let that tiny man touch her.
Because Krillin is a real man and you aren't, obviously.
Sure, okay, Tiny Hands McGee.
Hot but boring, B tier.
Damn, we haven't even
Hot but boring. I think they literally did not take into account Super of her being a great mom or GT when she actually helped out with Goku.
finished the first row and I'm starving.
Yeah, same. Let's take a break to piss
Okay.
and bake some pizzas.
All right, to piss and eat some pizza. What?
Okay, sure. Let's reconvene in like an hour.
Make sure you like and
Okay.
subscribe for more epic tier lists and shit.
Let's see.
Guys, that was a pretty
Part
epic
2.
session. You guys were nailing it as usual.
Sorry about all the ages.
Okay, all right, part 2 and part 3. Damn, this is gonna be the longest one, bro.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining
What the fuck? You eating
us
apple?
once more as we continue.
know that's
our
not Donald
Dragon
Trump
Ball
eating an
character
apple.
tier list.
We're on the road to 1 million subs, so make
Yeah,
sure
you
you
saved her and
smash
removed her
that like
bomb,
button
right?
and Kamehameha that subscribe button.
God sakes, Donald, are you
French.
still eating McDonald's?
Yep.
Let's just start the list.
McDonald's
Barry.
don't sound
Fast
like
Food
that.
Finishes Happy Meal.
All right, King Piccolo. King Piccolo was evil, a tyrant, but his goal was to get younger and take over the world, not just blow it up like Boo. So just for that, I'm going to give him an A tier. If we're going to put Kid Boo in B tier, we're going to put King Piccolo in A tier because at least he didn't want to blow shit up. He wanted to actually rule the world.
It's going to really bug me.
I really don't give a shit.
Fine, I think we got up to Demon King Piccolo.
Yep, he was an epic villain, man. It's funny looking back at it how low-powered he was, but back then he was an actual demon. Kame was God.
Let me explain for Demon King Piccolo. Let me hear your take, bro.
The stakes couldn't have been higher. He was a truly epic character. Oh, good, you're finally fucking done eating, you disgusting human trash can.
Damn.
Why can't we mute this son of a bitch?
Because we're sitting in the same room, man.
Shut it, sleepyhead. Okay, fuck's sakes. Demon King was a great villain, and this was back when the fights were actually well choreographed. I say we put him in A tier.
Can
I
you
agree.
cool your jets, Obama? You're getting your panties in a twist.
Obama.
Can we move on to Corin?
Okay, I'm calm. Yeah, Corin hasn't.
Corn hasn't been useful in a long time. But can we really put that against him? I think if the character hasn't been utilized in a long time, we can kind of deduct points, but that's not really on the character's fault. That's literally on the author/writers. Korin, he fulfilled his use, gave Goku the water, and then Korin really said, okay, I can't train you no more, so go up and meet Kami. And that was it. He grows Senzu beans, so we can give him some points for the Senzu beans. Okay, he grows Senzu beans. So let's go ahead and give Korin a B. Let's not put him in C because he does grow them motherfucking beans, and those literally save the day. So Adrena, I'm live streaming by the way. Adrena says he was for Demon King Piccolo. He was one of the first starts a terrifying villain. It was introduced many different things that were well executed, and the idea of mutated Namekians as well as give Kami more depth. So where would you put him? You didn't even say where you'd put him. I think A tier.
Been relevant for about 30 years at this point. And when he was in the story, he was kind of shit anyway.
Agree.
Though I guess
he wasn't shit. I just think his teachings were pretty. You said S? Demon King Piccolo being an S just because he was the first to do it? That's absolutely insane. I think you could say A for being the first to do it, just like the God of War video. You're the first to do it, you can get an A. But to say you're the best because you were the first is absolutely crazy. Crazy. And the part about Demon King Piccolo and Kami, I mean that's just part of the story. You can kind of say it gives it depth, kind of in the beginning, but eventually they fused anyway. So
he gets props for providing the Senzu beans for
he was
all
the
this
first to
time.
do it the best. The first to do it the best. The first to do it the best. That would imply Demon King Piccolo is the best villain. The first to do it the best. He's the story's first real threat. Yeah, I would say that. He was the story's first real threat. But the first to do it the best, I mean, that just implies he's one of the toppest of tiers. And I think we've eclipsed King Piccolo, Demon King Piccolo, for a while now. Like, that means you're saying Demon King Piccolo matches up with Cell. I think besides Cell being a brat, I think he's one of the best villains in the show. I think that's another debate, but yeah, let's continue.
Only useful thing he ever really did.
Yeah, 90% of the time the characters waste the Senzu beans anyway.
True. Not 90%, like 80 or 70%. They waste them or they lose them.
Useless cunt and shit tier, and let's get on to some of the better characters.
Now this
I would not put Corn in shit tier.
is what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
Krillin time, baby. Okay, Krillin. Okay, Dragon Ball with Krillin, that gives him extra points. He's been here from the beginning. Almost damn near beginning. Almost there from the beginning, but Krillin was there. Okay. Krillin overall, Krillin is a solid A tier because his depth went from competing with Goku to knowing that he doesn't fit that role anymore. He went and became a police officer and he became a father. He knows his role. He even still trains, but he knows his role is not compete with Goku. So I will give him points for that. I don't know what the hell the Krillin versus Goku Blue, I don't know what the fuck that was. But besides that, I think Krillin is a solid A. He knows where he's at. He understands his goal. He still trains, even though he doesn't really need to. He still has the urge to train, which is very respectable, knowing that there's literally like 8 other fucking people ahead of you. And when it comes to power, you're still out there training. That's respectable. Krillin is a high A. He comes in clutch and has his moments of knowing he ain't with the gang anymore, but he's still a real one. I agree. He is a real one. So yeah, A tier Krillin.
Krillin is a fucking bro. Goku's best friend, and let's be honest, the strongest pure human of all time.
I don't know, man. Isn't Oob the strongest by far?
Oob didn't earn any of
Oob is reincarnated. He don't count.
his power. He's a fucking reincarnated demon. How can you possibly imply that he is a normal human?
Facts.
I'm very much inclined to place Krillin in S tier. He's been there since
I gotta hear this take.
the start. Never let the side down. Plus, he's just a nice guy.
Put him in high A tier. He's not in Teen Gohan's level.
Dude,
That's
we've
what
got
I'm
fucking
saying.
Fat Boo and Mr. Satan in S tier.
Yeah, because you guys are fucking clowns. There's no reason why Hercule should be in S tier, neither Fat Boo. I don't know who decided that was a good idea, but if you're gonna run with this clown show, sure, you can put Krillin in S tier because this whole list looks like a fucking clown show.
Don't even fucking dare
like a
put
circus.
Krillin under them.
True, even if it's
like
just
a fucking
ironic,
circus,
it's not
bro.
right to place Krillin below them.
Okay, fine. Put him in S.
What about lunch?
I could go for
Or
it.
you can move anybody else down. Launch. What did Launch do? What has Launch done? Actually, what has she done? She shows up, she's hot, she's nice, and then she sneezes and becomes a dickhead and literally shoots at Goku and Krillin. What has Launch done significantly to impact the story? If anybody can tell me, sure, she's pure comedy. I know some funnier characters in this show than fucking Launch. I'll say that. If that's the case, then she's a fucking C tier, borderline going in shit because she hasn't done anything.
For another Big Mac?
The character.
Oh, well, if Toriyama forgot about her, she's not worth my time thinking about.
Facts.
Shit tier.
I think it's a
Understandable.
shame that she got left out of the story as she had a pretty cool gimmick. But yeah,
But she doesn't do anything.
nobody missed her really, did they?
I miss
Chi-Chi is above her.
those fine lady lumps. She got me rock hard without a Viagra.
I don't imagine you've ever held a fully
fuck?
erect penis in your life. Besides male prostitutes. Ha ha ha.
Stop being a little bitch, Donald.
Thanks, Barrick.
That's
I
sad.
guess she
then.
can go in C tier because, as Joe said, she was hot at least.
But who was
She
the
was hot
hottest
at
of
least.
Lunch, Chi-Chi, Android 18, and
Lunch. At a Lunch, Chi-Chi who?
Bulma?
Who's the hottest out of Launch, Chi-Chi, and Bulma? It's obviously got to go to Launch. She literally, she has a rockin' bod and she wears almost nothing. Chi-Chi is usually wearing, the only time Chi-Chi is wearing almost nothing is when she's a child. So I'm not even going to go there. She literally wears traditional Chinese clothes. Nothing hot really about her. Assets aren't there. Bulma, we've seen Bulma go from like literally a thought trying to sleep with everybody. Even her own damn son, right? That she didn't know was her son, but and now she's literally an old woman. So, I mean, I saw in Dragon Ball Super, she wished for a better butt or something like that. I think that's absolutely dumb. It's a dumb. But I mean, you could say Bulma looks better because she wished using the Dragon Ball, sure. But I would say Launch.
Obviously, Bulma.
No way. Bulma was hot, but can you imagine sleeping with her after she's been railed into oblivion by Vegeta's Gallic gun?
Why do you always have to take it beyond what is necessary?
It does make sense why she uses Shenron to wish for a tighter ass. Probably gets her pelvic floor reconstructed, too.
I think Vegeta has calmed down in Super. But imagine when he first got with Bulma. He was so uptight and angry all the time.
Oh, my
I bet
God.
he showed her no mercy in the bedroom.
Manny was
my
already
God.
a planet buster then.
Oh, my
Momentary loss
God.
of control and her whole body would have exploded, painting the walls with her blood and guts.
Do you have to say this shit?
Hang on. Obama is right.
Thanks, Donald.
Bulma is an elite genius, so she could have constructed some kind of force field to protect her pelvis from Vegeta's epic libido.
You know, that's actually pretty smart.
Shut up, guys.
Okay, let's rate Mai. Honestly, I always found Pilaf really lame, and Mai was just even lamer than him.
Damn. Yeah, I don't think she really adds much. She's a love interest for Trunks, but that's about all I know about her. I just don't think Mai is that. She's a C tier character.
I don't know why so much
What is
time
this
has been given to her
discussion?
recently.
I don't know.
Plus, she's been old and young and old, and now I don't even know if she's an adult or what. Shit. And I am ready to immediately place her in shit.
Yeah, she's
I
mid.
won't argue it. She is worthless.
Well, she is sexy, but otherwise shit.
Okay, can we finally talk about the OG
Master Roshi, dude. Master Roshi has done a lot. He helped teach Goku a lesson. He trained Goku and Krillin. He even shows up in fight in fucking Resurrection F. So he's still around, still kicking ass. We're gonna put some respect on Roshi's name. We're gonna give him an A tier. Since King Kai is an A tier, Master Roshi can be an A tier too.
Roshi.
I love
Roshi is a tough one when you think about like longevity and what he has done. Until you remember he did help out in Resurrection F. So he's still around helping, and his role has always been teaching. It hasn't been really kicking ass. It's been teaching, and he fought in the tournament. That's literally it. But he does kick actual alien ass. So we got to put some respect on him.
the guy.
Of course
And he's pretty funny.
you do, sleepy loser.
Fucking pervert.
He's almost as old and perverted as you.
Malarkey. He invented the Kamehameha.
Yeah, the pervert gags,
He trained
yeah.
Goku. He had some absolutely epic fights in early Dragon Ball, especially in the tournaments. I love how
What fight did he have in early Dragon Ball besides the tournament? What else? Who the fuck did he fight? Who did he fight? He fought Goku. Who else? I don't remember.
he made sure Goku didn't win the 21st
High B.
Tenkaichi.
I respect Roshi, but I just can't give him A. I don't know why. I don't know why. Bro, I already list why. He's still kicking alien ass, and he still is supporting the team. He showed up whenever the Tournament of Power was going on. He still showed up. So Roshi is still there for his students when it counts. His role has always been teaching, and he does it well. And he still kicks some ass. He fought Tien in the tournament. Oh shit, you're right. You are right. He did do that shit. Tien still won. Yeah, but I mean, it was a cool fight, but it's still like overall, Roshi, I'd say low A. Slay low A.
So
He fought as Jackie Chun, yeah.
that he would stay motivated to improve. That's a real master there.
Plus, his little island is such a cool location, and it acts as a hub for the core characters in the
I feel like we're hyping up Tien now.
Shame that got replaced by the Capsule Corp in Dragon Ball Super.
If you could afford to live in luxury, I bet you'd do the same.
Did I tell you guys
Luxury
that
is
Michelle got
awesome.
herself a Capsule Corp tattoo on her right butt cheek?
Oh, no
What
way. That's
the
totally
fuck?
radical.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Now
not
I get
radical.
reminded of Trunks, Bulma, and the whole gang while I clap those cheeks.
Melania got a Digimon tattoo last year.
That's dope. Agumon?
No, it's a War Greymon collage across her entire back.
Cool,
What
guys.
the
Now let's
fuck? A collage on your back of Digimon? You got to be an absolute crazy fan. Anyways, best Digimon is Renamon. No
move
debate.
it. I have to meet up with Johnny Depp, Morgan Freeman, and Angelina Jolie for drinks tonight. Can you place Roshi in high A tier?
That's
Can we
high
please
A?
move Mr. Satan
Fuck.
and Boo down?
Yes.
He's making this whole list a joke.
Yes.
We are not retconning this list, Donald.
Fine, whatever. Doesn't bother me. I'm not going to read the comments later.
Speaking of comments, I saw a lot of people agreed with me that Teen
won't
Gohan
be
is
used
not a
much.
separate
True.
character from his other ages. Just saying.
Anyone who agreed with you is retarded. Just saying.
Guys, don't insult our audience, just saying.
Okay, I guess Roshi has to go at the top of A. Let's move on to Nappa.
All right, Nappa in Dragon Ball Z, he's a C. He is a C tier character. Nappa in Dragon Ball Abridged, absolute A.
Nappa was cool as fuck. I love how fucking huge he is. It's a nice contrast with the little itty-bitty Vegeta. And even cooler that the hulking massive guy was nowhere near as strong as his tiny companion.
He did a lot. He did fuck up the team. He chopped off Tien's fucking hand. So he Chaozu killed himself, so that doesn't really count. But he didn't get injured. He just lost his clothes. And then he beat their asses in his underwear. But then he got fucking Kaioken. So Nappa, even though he fucked up Tien and Chaozu killed himself, he didn't really do that much. He did some damage, but he didn't really do that much.
Went to demonstrate how size and muscles don't.
He's just a
mean
force
thing
of
in this
nature.
world.
Yeah.
Yes, but we already knew that since the very beginning when we saw Goku
And
bodying
he destroyed a city in one shot.
dinosaurs
But anybody can destroy a city in one shot in Dragon Ball. So
and monsters and shit. but I get your point.
Nappa was okay, I guess. He wrecked the entire Z Squad, and of course that was epic, but really...
He didn't wreck the entire Z Squad. Yamcha got blown up by a Cyberman. Chaozu killed himself. He fucking chopped off Tien's hand, and then Tien almost killed himself using Tri-Beam. Piccolo held his own, and they actually would have probably beat him if Gohan would have followed through with that plan of that team attack. That's literally it. And then they begged for time for Goku to come and fuck them up. It's literally it.
Really, his job was to show off just how strong Goku was after training with King Kai.
I'd be happy to place him in B somewhere.
Sure, let's
B?
Android 19.
Pretty
Oh my
dog
God.
shit character, honestly. Toriyama.
Android 19, what did he do? Obey orders, fuck up some cities, zap Goku, get killed by Vegeta in an epic way. The Android 19 is a plot device for Vegeta to look cool. He's going to go in... You could put him in shit tier because all he does is obey orders. He's not even his own character. And his baby voice, a lot of people don't like it. I think it's kind of funny. So shit tier is fine with me.
His publishers kept on telling him his villains were too mid, so he kept replacing them. First it was Jero and 19, then 18 and 17, and then he hit us with Cell. And even then, first form Cell wasn't epic enough, so he had all his forms. That shit was a beautiful mess. And Android 19
I thought we were talking about the characters, not the sagas. Here we go.
was the failure that got those dominoes falling. So I guess his shit design did some good in the end.
I guess so.
It was fun as fuck to watch Vegeta toying with him.
Shit
Yeah.
character. Dunk him in shit tier, if you please.
Yeah, shit
Oh,
tier.
I very much do, please. Okay, Oolong.
Oolong? More like Hulong, am I right?
Oolong? I don't get it. He's probably a dick joke. Anyways, Oolong is fine. I mean, he's a comedy relief. In Dragon Ball, he did a lot with his whole transformation powers. But really, nowadays, he's just used as a gag. I guess C tier. He's better than 19. Let's say that.
Right.
I bet there's a whole bunch of newer fans out there who haven't even heard of
Yeah,
Oolong.
facts. Krillin would have sliced Nappa in half if Vegeta didn't tell him to fucking move out the way. That is absolutely right. I totally forgot about that. Nappa, don't touch it. So yeah, you're fucking right. Nappa does not deserve B tier.
He was very much sidelined in Z, but damn, he was a proper supporting character in Dragon Ball, had great chemistry with Puar, and lest we forget, was even a villain at the start.
You just don't like him.
Another case of Toriyama.
Yeah, but D tier is called shit tier, so we can't put him in D. So we got to put him in low C then.
Thomas' rather congested roster of
If there was a D tier, we'd be moving a lot of characters down, and we ain't got time for that shit. We just got to go what's on the video.
characters, meaning there just wasn't space for him in later stories. I always had a soft spot for him, though, so I'd be happy to put him in B tier.
I swear you think
Bro,
everyone belongs
what?
in B tier Obama. Oolong
You're
is
crazy.
a redundant character. He was always mid, just put him in C, if you please.
There you
Oolong
go.
is not a hill I am ready to die on, so sure, whatever
There
the
you
fuck
go.
want, Dom.
Don't die on
You know
the
what's
Oolong
funny?
hill.
Somewhere out there is a mega Oolong fanboy. There is literally someone whose favorite character in all of Dragon Ball is Oolong.
Show
Yeah.
me that person, Joe.
That's statistically a fact. Statistically, that is a fact. But imagine putting Oolong on the same fucking tier with Gohan, Kid Buu, Android 18, and Goku Black. Who the fuck?
When I will show you a man that doesn't watch hentai. Exactly.
Broken mind, right?
You're slowly getting more based Obama, and I'm here for it.
Okay, let's talk about Piccolo.
Piccolo, legendary character. He does his role right. He's not at the top of the... Well, never mind. Piccolo Orange, S tier. S motherfucking tier. I don't even got to go into his credentials. Went from being a villain to a good guy. And he wasn't even straight bad guy to good guy. He was bad guy. I'm going to kill you, Goku. I enjoyed it. I'm going to fucking take your son away. And I'm going to train him. And I'm going to make him mine. We're going to take over the earth. And then it was like, I'm growing a soft spot. I really care about Gohan. I don't care about anybody else. S tier.
You mean we're finally going to discuss a good character tonight?
Oh, yeah. Do we even need to discuss him, though? He's clearly S tier.
Of course we do.
Of course.
I just have so
Wait.
much to say about this green legend.
go ahead,
He
suck
started
'em
as the
off.
spawn of a demon king, but it turned out he was an alien, so that was dope. I guess on Earth, aliens were just considered demons. Easy retcon for
With dogs being literally political leaders.
Toriyama once he decided to go for the space route.
Well, he'd clearly written himself into a hole after Goku had literally beaten the devil.
Sure. But once Piccolo was free of the shackles of villainy...
Speaking of Devil, is Devilman on here? If Devilman was on here, I'd give Devilman a B tier. He's a cool character.
He was able to develop into a complex anti-hero and then into a fully fledged badass heroic legend.
There you go.
It was so cool to see him abandon his rivalry with Goku and eventually accept that he would never be on par with him. It's where I have mixed feelings.
But then he got orange, so now he's kind of on par with Goku.
About the new movie, because I love that Piccolo finally got some attention, but I'd really love that Piccolo had taken the role of the reliable strategist and solid fighter who would never be the best.
I thought superhero would be awful, but it was actually amazing to see Piccolo as the main character.
Piccolo.
No cap, I got goosebumps when he got his orange form.
Special
My
beam.
daughters, Malia and Sasha, have both got matching orange Piccolo tattoos, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
I hate how the modern
Facts.
show and movies are muddying our discussion about this goated S-tier character.
Well, you have to take into account the present. Even though Piccolo is an S tier for the fact that he knows his role has changed now. His role has changed due to him getting this power up. What is he gonna do with this? Piccolo Orange is on par with Goku and Vegeta now. What do you do with this power up? Do you keep training to surpass them? Piccolo always trained because he wants to train to hone his body and his mind. Catching up with Goku and Vegeta was never really the priority, but now it's in reach. That goal is in reach. What do you do with that? Are they going to fuck up Piccolo's character arc by having him try and train to surpass Vegeta and Goku? I don't know.
That new shit counts. Piccolo had the best fights against...
He's just orange. Who the fuck cares?
Pure awesomeness. Then after that, he was always capable of getting shit done in fights. Plus, his character design is ultra Z tier, mega goated, and he's even Toriyama's favorite fucking character.
You have my vote to place him at the very top of the list, Barrick.
He wanted to better
I didn't
himself,
need your
right?
vote, Joe. This shit is unquestionable. Piccolo is the best character in the whole series.
In the whole series?
Vegeta.
In the whole series? That's a debate.
They're both goated, but the only correct answer for best in show is my soulmate, Tin Shin Han.
Can we discuss the rest another time? I think I need to pass a kidney stone.
Yeah, I think I need to actually do the same.
Are they really done?
We're never going to finish this fucking bullshit.
I need to go.
Okay, fine. Make sure you subscribe and special beam cannon that subscribe button for more epic content.
I like this version. I like part 2 way better than part 1. Part 1 was a shit show.
Joe, let me tell you a lot.
And it's kind of, what the fuck is Johnny Depp doing here?
People have asked me about the turd. Truth is, Amber used to plop them out on the furniture regularly.
Man, that's so funny. I've had a great time with...
Okay, we're going to fast
The Z Squad is back, and this time we've got backup. Thanks
Johnny
for joining us
Depp?
for this tier video, Johnny Depp.
What's up, fellas? Look, I have
DBOC.
I don't think I have much to add today.
Well, you've got a pulse, and that's more than Sleepy Joe can say.
Okay, so let's get on to Poir.
Poir.
We discussed Oolong earlier and his inherent midness.
The difference between Poir and Oolong was always on Goku's team. Poir was always on Yamcha's team. And Oolong did Poir's job better. They both Oolong shapeshifts, right? They both shapeshift. Oolong is the second to Poir. I mean, Poir is second to Oolong. So why the fuck would we put Oolong and Poir both in C tier? Oolong C, Poir will be D, but we don't got D, so Poir's gonna go to shit tier.
So I would say Poir fits snugly in that shit tier, or possibly C.
Nah, no C.
What you
No
saying,
way.
fellas?
I mean, if you go back to early Dragon Ball, when Yamcha was a real character, Poir was his cool little buddy. I don't think I can recall anything cool that ever happened with him or her or it or whatever the fuck Poir is, though. So I'm cool with swiftly shoving it in C and moving on to something worth our while.
I actually think Poir is a great character and should...
Well, Poir shapeshifts. Okay, so Oolong can shapeshift for 5 minutes. Poir does it, I guess, longer. Same. Okay, Poir does it better, but whose team is she on? Is she on the protagonist team or the antagonist team? Yamcha at that time was the antagonist, which means she doesn't benefit our group. So she would just go in the fucking shit tier or C tier too as well.
Should at least be in B
Because she
tier.
does it better.
Come on, man. What possible reason does Poir have to be there?
Well, not that I need to explain myself to you, Sleepy, but Poir was there
I like how Nex calls Poir a he and I call Poir a she. Regardless, she is a good guy.
the first time we ever saw the Uzaru form.
Man, let's fast forward this shit,
Imagine
man.
if he hadn't done that. Sir Z,
For stating
Is this a real debate about Poir being fucking B tier?
little dude, and super cute on top of it.
Malarkey, can we just put him in C tier now? Johnny can't stay all day.
It's 5:30 a.m. Johnny can stay as long as we need him to.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm in no rush, though. I could use a pint of wine.
We're out of wine, so you'll have to wait.
I'm really sorry.
And this is shitty.
Okay.
Oh, the guy with
Raditz.
the hair.
Raditz is a plot device for future Dragon Ball Z. So he gets a little respect points for being the first villain to actually push Goku and Piccolo. He also is a plot point for showing how strong Gohan can be when he gets his rage amp. But at the same time, Raditz is literally just a plot device, nothing else. Literally gets dunked on all the time, which is I can see why people will put him in shit tier, but I will put him in C tier for that fact that he was the first villain in Dragon Ball Z. And he did a good job at it, taunting Kakarot and I called him Kakarot, taunting Goku and Piccolo the whole time. Literally was beating their ass until Gohan got that rage boost. So I think C tier is good. Shit tier, I can understand why people will put him there. I'm not gonna die on the Raditz being better than shit, but I think he is.
Yes, him. Tell me what you think of him.
Man, this is shitty content, Obama. People would enjoy it more if we just asked him what Amber Heard's ass looks like.
I'd gladly tell you.
Oh, yeah? Go right.
Raditz is a B or very low A. I gotta read this. While he was a wasted potential since he's in Goku's family, he does his role very well, setting the tone of the show. And he's a foreshadow for Nappa and Vegeta. I mean, he's a plot device. But come on, bro. You're gonna say Raditz? If you say very low A, bro, that means you're gonna be putting him with King Kai and Master Roshi. Bro showed up for like 2 or 3 episodes. That's it. Imagine Vegeta and Nappa power. I understand what you're trying to say. If other people think like you do, Adrena, I'm gonna say Raditz is a very low B. I will compromise and say very low B because he does do his role well. He is foreshadowing. He is a plot device. Yeah, he does his role really well. He did do his role very well, and the only reason why he died is because it took the sacrifice of Goku. So okay, I will say he is low B. I will say that.
Right ahead. Sleepy Joke and Papa Viagra.
Well, it's covered in skin.
Now let's see what they
Nice
rank him.
roundness, although it isn't overly thick. Plus, she has a Hunter x Hunter tattoo above her ass crack.
What the fuck?
Oh, cool. A tramp stamp.
Yep, plus it's
Hunter
really
x
I
Hunter?
have some shit to say about Raditz now.
Okay, please don't tell me he's S tier.
Nobody solid B tier.
Oh.
Firstly, look at the man. He's an intimidating force, awesome hair design. He
Okay.
introduced the Saiyan armor and spaceships. He was
Okay.
the first look into the wider universe and meant so much for the show.
Okay.
He is the fucking marker between Dragon Ball and Z.
Okay.
When he shows up, it all changes.
Agreed, Donnie.
True.
Plus, when he shows up, he forces Goku and Piccolo to join up,
Work
settling
together.
an old rivalry and creating the dynamics of the show we all love so much.
That is true.
Come on, guys. You're acting like Raditz wrote the story. He was a good villain,
He didn't write the story, but he did put that bitch in motion.
but you can't tell me he is responsible for Dragon Ball Z being awesome. That was all down to our Lord and Savior, Akira Toriyama.
And Akira Toriyama said, I want Raditz to... Raditz... Look, this is going to sound absolutely insane, guys. Akira Toriyama is God, and Raditz is literally Jesus. Raditz is the Jesus of Dragon Ball Z. He is literally sacrificed for the show to become better, to go from Dragon Ball to Z. Raditz is Jesus. I can't believe I just said that shit.
May he live forever and ever. Amen.
Oh my God. Amen, man. Raditz is a fucking B. Now that we put all that shit together, his ego got him killed. Literally, his ego got him killed. Yes, he was sacrificed. He sacrificed himself on accident.
represents a pivotal shift in the story you love dearly.
True.
That fact, therefore, affords him a higher rating than his general character would otherwise permit.
True.
Put it so eloquently, Johnny. This is why I love you so goddamn much. Plus, you were great in Edward Scissorhands.
Put him above 18 at least. He had way more personality, and he was Goku's brother, damn it.
Okay, if we're gonna really say who goes where, who goes what, Let's go ahead and put Goku Black, even though it was bullshit, he did have better fights. Let's put Goku Black ahead of Raditz and Nappa then, if we're gonna really fix this shit.
Give him a bit of respect.
Fine, let's move on to Super Boo. I'm going to say it. He's S tier.
I like
Super Boo. Super motherfucking Boo has to be S tier. He has to be S tier. Bro raised the stakes. Like, obviously, he was already a planetary threat, right? But bro really killed everybody. He really killed everybody. And he said, I'm ready to fight. You said you got an ultra. He was willing to wait for a challenge. So he's not just an idiot like Kid Buu. How the fuck is Super Buu S tier? I'm about to explain it. He literally is not just a blank idiot, destruction, whatever, like Kid Buu. He is the better version of Kid Buu. He literally waited. He said, okay, when this timer, Piccolo said, when this timer runs out, your fighter will be ready. He sat there and waited. He said, this takes too long. Let's go. Walked around the hyperbolic time chamber, found Gotenks, fought him, screamed, broke the hyperbolic time chamber, left, absorbed Gotenks, fought Gohan, absorbed Gohan. Vegito shows up. Like, Super Buu did a lot for the series when it comes down to power scaling. This guy literally changed the game. He literally changed the fucking game when it comes to power scaling. But I can see why you could say he's not S. I would say, okay, I'm fine with A. But Super Buu is above B tier. He really, Super Buu is above Buu, and he's above Kid Buu. He is. And they got fucking Buu up here in S tier. I don't know why. I think Buu is B tier, and I think Kid Buu is also B tier. So I would say A. Super Buu is A. He can be A. He don't have to be S, but he is up there. He does do a lot. He does a fuck lot.
when he absorbed different characters and took on their personality traits. Plus, it was awesome.
Oh, yeah, he did take their personalities as well. I totally forgot about that. But even when he was just Super Buu, he still had the mental awareness to want a challenge. So he was still about that action.
Godly goat shit to see him fight.
He could have just killed everything and just like, fuck it, I'm out.
Vegito.
Yeah. Love Vegito. Plus, he was
love Vegito.
He was able to shout his way out of the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yes.
When I saw that epic shit,
bro, I was just like Piccolo. My jaw was on the floor. Like, how the fuck you do that? Piccolo really said, boom, now we're trapped in here forever. Scream, I'm out. Gotenks looking like Piccolo like, yo, what the fuck?
I knew we were in the end game of Dragon Ball. I thought there was no way anyone could ever be more powerful than this shit.
Yeah, but those stupid liberals went and made GT, and when that was an epic failure, they tucked their tails between their legs for 20 years before making yet another epic fail show, Super. I like Super Buu, though. He could go a tier. No fucking way he belongs in S.
Fine, whatever.
That's
it's
A.
time for TN.
I'll take it.
Oh, boy.
Tien Shinhan. The last great Tien Shinhan moment was when he was Kiko-hoing the hell out of Cell. But that's the last moment. And you know what the funny thing is? The reason why Tien Shinhan got shafted was because the Chinese audience did not like him. This was literally outside of Akira Toriyama. Akira Toriyama wanted more for Tien to do. And it's like he just couldn't because of politics. So I think that's like not fair at all. But Tien did a lot of shit in the original Dragon Ball. That fight with Goku was absolutely amazing. And it was a very split decision. The only reason why, I don't even remember who won, but somebody hit a fucking car. And that stopped them from touching the ground. Like, oh my God, absolutely amazing fight. His character arc was really good. How he went from just being, oh, power is everything, my martial arts will trump yours, the Crane School is the best, to becoming an actual fleshed out character was really amazing. He was the first person that Goku taught no jutsu, okay? So we got to give him props for being the first to do it. He still trains his ass off. He doesn't train to the extent of Krillin, but he does have his own school trying to hone martial artists that don't amount to shit. And I just realized Tien is married to Launch. That's where Launch is. Launch is with Tien. I just remembered that. So I would say Tien, I just want to give them the respect he deserves at low A. If somebody wants to say he's B or high B, I totally would accept that as well. But I just, out of the nostalgia factor, I feel like Tien deserves at least low A, and he did have an impact on Super Perfect Cell for a second. But yeah,
Tien is my main man. He's a true martial arts master. Was a great rival for young
he was
Goku,
manipulated by
and
his
then
teacher.
proved himself time and time again as a Z fighter throughout the story.
I swear to God, you Tien fanboys use that
I'm gonna do it with one hand.
as evidence that Tien is actually a useful character. But come on, after
He's not useful anymore. Just like Krillin isn't useful anymore. But you have Krillin in S tier because he's best bros with Goku. I'm not saying that's wrong, but let's keep that same energy for other people that are also friends with Goku. Tien has his own role to play. Piccolo has his own role to play. They know they're not going to match up with Goku, yet they still train. They all still do their own shit. You have Piccolo and Krillin at S tier. You really going to put fucking Tien in A? I mean, in B or whatever the fuck he said? Like, come on.
Dragon Ball, when he was actually really fucking cool,
Or C
he
or
just
whatever.
became a little pussy mid-bitch. Didn't he?
How is he a pussy? He still trains. He still fights. He still went after Cell knowing damn well he could have died. What are you talking about, pussy? You're fucking high.
He traveled to Namek. That was
He didn't travel to Namek because he was with Chiao Tzu, his best friend that died. Oh, no, wait. No, Tien was dead. Tien was in Otherworld. What the fuck is this guy talking about?
when he really fell off and was redundant forevermore.
Come on, other than Goku and Vegeta, none of the characters are 100% relevant.
Facts.
Tien was always a cool dude, great fighter with an awesome design. Plus, he was always serious and wasn't there to fuck around.
A or B is,
He was kind of like Piccolo in that way.
Yes,
Although his
he was
little
the
shitty
first.
baby friend Chiao Tzu lost him a lot of cool points.
Look,
I mean, he lost cool points because of Chiao Tzu, but he gained some character development through having somebody he's bonding with. So, take it good with the
I
bad.
like him a lot, but he just got so sidelined by the Saiyans that
Yes.
he went from epic to
Literally almost killed himself to stall Cell. Yes. Literally sacrificed himself, knowing damn well it was not going to end well. And Goku showed up and got him out of there.
mid.
Literally,
And let's
that's
face it, he is mid. Hasn't done anything cool in like 20 years.
Oh, come on, man. I thought you hated the new shit anyway. Tien was and is a
Facts.
total rock star. Have you forgotten that he can grow extra arms from his fucking back?
I forgot
He's
about
a
that,
member
but
of
yeah.
the Three-Eye Clan.
And he's helped out a lot by teaching them the fucking solar flare. Solar flare has come in handy many of times, and guess who technique that was? Yeah.
And he's got this mystery surrounding him, which adds to his Chadley nature.
Let's not forget that Tien beat both Master Roshi and Goku in the 22nd World
Facts.
Martial Arts Tournament.
Facts.
And he fought fucking fair. The dude was an absolute goated Chad at fighting and never abandoned his training. I bet we see him return to glory one of these days.
I hope so, but
Especially since Toriyama
Like I
seems to be
said.
handing out power-ups like candy at Halloween these days.
but like I said, the Chinese audience does not like Tien, so that's the reason why he's not anywhere in the show.
You're deluded if you think Toriyama is putting the spotlight on Tien Mid-Han. Be honest, has anyone here got a Tien statuette? Fuck no, you don't.
I
I've
would
got a
if I
Tien
cared
bust,
about
which
that.
cost $1,500, but who
A
cares?
bust?
I vote for S tier, but I'll be all right with it if you place him in high A.
Fine, let's just move the fuck on to Future Trunks.
Goated legend.
Future Trunks, bro, fucking legendary, shows up out of nowhere, literally murks Frieza, the guy that was torturing us the last saga, and had Vegeta like, fuck, am I really gonna fight Frieza right now? Everybody else shit in their pants. Like, Future Trunks shows up, does a lot, has a great backstory, has a great transformation. The only thing really is like Future Trunks doesn't really do shit in his own timeline. He literally always fucks up his timeline, runs to ours, asks for help, and that's it. And then he goes back to his timeline like, okay, I'm going to be the protector of this timeline. But you really don't. You literally always get fucked up and run away. I want to give him A tier because of when he shows up and everything he does for the squad. But let's be real, in his own timeline, he doesn't really amount to anything. After he gets his training, he goes back, kills 17 and 18 in his timeline, and then he kills Cell before he fucking time travel shit, right? But he doesn't really... Okay, wait, no, he did get that W against Goku Black and Zamasu, right? When his sword got like the spirit sword or whatever. He did get that W, right? But then Zamasu did some crazy shit and became half purple. So I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. But overall, let's give Future Trunks a low A tier or a high B tier. I really want to put him in A tier because of the past shit he's done. But remember, we're taking in the past and the current. What does he do in the current? You know,
Yeah,
he didn't kill him, so it's not really a W. True, Zeno did the final blow, right? Fuck it.
feeling an easy
If he goes in B tier, fuck it. We already know these three clowns are gonna just say S tier.
S tier for him.
After the Frieza saga, we were all on tenterhooks wondering where Goku was. I thought we may never see him again.
True, man, I had no idea what the fuck would happen next.
Yeah, and then Frieza's return absolutely terrified me. But then this awesome-looking dude with a magnificent sword turns up, turns Super Saiyan, and slices it into a trillion pieces. I lost my shit.
That was epic.
And after that, he's so mysterious. Where the fuck did this Giga Chad come from? And then he knows when Goku will appear. That whole episode was peak Dragon Ball.
What?
Yeah, it was some of the most enthralling media I have ever consumed.
Bro said Future Trunks episode of him showing up is peak Dragon Ball. You fucking dumb? Like, bitch, are you fucking dumb?
And then when Goku arrived and they had their secret Super Saiyan chat, I was excited beyond belief.
Pulls out the sword.
Revelations about the future, the fact that Vegeta and Bulma would have sex, I got so horny and excited.
Yeah, and the fact
whoa,
that Trunks
you got horny?
Revelations led to a year of solid training. God, I love a training montage. Even better when it's a good long time. Takes me back to when Raditz died and the boys had to train.
Yeah, they wasted King Cole's potential 100%, but it, flash in the pan moment.
Oh, fuck yeah. Training scenes are hella inspirational. I got my six-pack thanks to DBZ motivation vids on YouTube.
I would love a six-pack.
Consistency is key, but I'd also say you need to lay off the McDonald's.
On second thought, fuck the six-pack. We ordering burgers after this?
I'm down.
Guys, it's still 5:30 a.m. McDonald's isn't open, though.
It's
I do
almost
have
5
some
in the
leftover
morning for me.
Domino's in the kitchen, which we can have for breakfast.
Domino's is high.
Anyway, can we just agree that Future Trunks
Go check out that pizza tier
is
list.
a goated S-tier hero?
No.
You can forget about DB Super.
See what I'm saying? Can we forget about DB Super? Look, bro, if you have to make concessions on why a character should be S tier, then they don't deserve S tier. That's like saying, man, I have the most beautiful wife, man. She's so pretty. She cleans around the house and everything. The thing is, she always takes my money and blows it at the casino. But besides that, she's perfect. S tier. Like, bro, no. Like, that's not how it fucking works.
Agreed on that. Put him above Krillin.
I will, but I don't know if I have the fortitude to go into the finer points on whether Trunks or Krillin is better.
This is so dumb. Trunks is not S tier. You guys are crazy.
I like Trunks. His hair is cool.
Trunks is
That
B tier
settles
at
Okay, let's
at the
quickly rate
least. At the least, Trunks is B. At the least, Trunks is B tier. At the most, he is A tier. There is no way Trunks is S tier.
Trunks.
He's garbage.
Bro literally is putting future Trunks on par with fucking Goku and Piccolo. That is crazy.
Oh, come on, Donald. He acts just like a kid would do.
Kid Trunks, like I said, Kid Trunks and Kid Goten, they're both C tier characters.
That's why he's annoying. Kids are annoying.
Gotenks is like a low B. Low B, only because of his power and that he showed off Super Saiyan 3 first.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't want to fucking watch it episode after episode, especially when he's using shit ghost attacks. Why the fuck?
Trunks is so fucking... Kid Goten and Trunks are not used well. When I saw that episode of Dragon Ball Super where they fought that snake and had to turn Super Saiyan, I was like, yeah, no, this is stupid.
Trunks is...
Why should you go Super Saiyan to fight a fucking animal?
Seems like there's a lot about this show that you guys don't really like.
It's the best anime.
Because the low points of Dragon Ball, there's a lot of them and there's a lot of inconsistency, but the high points are just so high that people purposely neglect them. Just like Future Trunks.
That was ever made.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't place it above Death Note?
I'll write your name in my death note.
It's a great...
Death Note versus Dragon Ball Z, those are like two different shows, bro. Like two different shows. You watch them for totally different reasons. You don't go into Death Note like saying, oh, I want to see some fights. Because there's like literally like 1 or 2 fights in the show.
Donald, but you must admit, Attack on Titan is better.
I've never even watched that mid-show.
I haven't seen Attack on
Jesus H.
Titan.
Christ.
You can't place it above One Piece Donald. It's so much...
I think Trunks and Goten are low A because they are good in potential and they're fun characters, especially since superhero, but they aren't used. I haven't seen superhero, but I mean potential is one thing, but can you execute? You know, it's like having a loaded gun, but you don't really know how to aim, so you're just shooting that shit all over the place. Not effective.
more complex in its world building and characters.
Lol, as if. I love One Piece, don't get me wrong, but there's no way it's better than Dragon Ball.
Have any of you guys ever?
I like One Piece's characters and I like their story. Um, but overall, it's like compared to Dragon Ball, I don't know. Maybe it's nostalgia for Dragon Ball because I saw it first and we all saw it first.
Watch the show called One Punch Man?
Of course,
One
Baby
Piece is
Boo,
goated. I hear a lot of people love it. Way better than Dragon Ball. I haven't seen it like that. I've seen One Piece during the 4Kids era. You know what I'm saying? And I saw, I think I saw up to Annie's Lobby. So I wasn't even that far in the series. So
have a moment.
I did saw there's a website called One Piece that cuts out all the filler. We might watch that one day. Might do a live stream of watching One Piece and get my account terminated.
Rider tattoo down near my dick.
No,
What?
I do too.
We're dick brothers.
Okay, this shit has gone completely off the rails. I think it's time we called it.
Great. And only 4 hours until McDonald's opens.
4 hours. Okay, so I don't know when this next version is coming out, but let's go ahead and rank these ourselves. And then not worry about it. So Vegeta, obviously S tier. Character development and his powers on point. He's actually stronger than Goku now with that fucking Spirit Fisher technique. I love it. And I love that it's poetic that Vegeta was always trying to catch up to Goku. And when he finally chooses his own path to get powerful, Ultra Ego, he takes over. I fucking love it. Videl doesn't really do much besides get her ass kicked and birth Pan. C tier character because you could say in the filler she's great, whatever character development. But really, she's a fucking absolute dickhead to Gohan in the beginning, and then eventually likes him only because she saw that he like can do shit. She saw like, oh, great Saiyaman. Wait, you live over in East City? That's like, how the hell you even do that? Like, whatever. Videl gets better, but whatever. Dr. Gero literally set up to fail. I think Dr. Gero is better than Android 19 only for the fact that he is in charge. And we do see that mental breakdown of what, like my androids aren't listening to me. So I think he should go and see. Whis is an absolute beast. And he's very mysterious and he's cool, flamboyant as hell. I mean, I feel like just like he's a Chad on his own different level. So I think Whis could go in S tier. I'm fine with A tier, but S tier, I think, because his personality is a good contrast to Beerus. Yajirobe doesn't really do much. He does take off Vegeta's tail though. That was a big game changer. But besides that, in delivering sensu beans, he's literally a delivery boy that sometimes pulls up for the action. He did do a lot in Dragon Ball Super. Goku was like, this is the strongest guy ever. Like fucking Yajirobe. I think Yajirobe needs low B. Like I would say low B, but I expect some people to put him in C. Yamcha, Dragon Ball original does a lot. Gets treated like shit in Z. And the only reason why I think he's still a pretty bad character, for the longest, he was just jealous of Vegeta and trying to catch up. And it's like, bro, you're not in that league anymore. And he lost his girl. Bro got his girl taken from him. Yamcha definitely going in the motherfucking D tier, C tier, low C. He's not shit because, original Dragon Ball, he did do stuff. Zamasu, same shit. Fucking wherever I put Zamasu, I think he was C. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at here. Android 8er, he's a cool character. Different Android, he does his own thing, stays in Penguin Village, whatever. I think he's all right. Let's go ahead and give Ader a C+. Yamcha's B. I want to hear that. Tell me why Yamcha's B and not C tier. I like to hear it. I think Bardock, if anything, is gonna go. It's like Bardock's been hyped up so much. And like his one movie where he gets Super Saiyan is like the one thing that's driving this fucking character. He's literally, I'm powerful and angry version of Goku. He's literally Goku as Super Saiyan, except normal. I think Bardock is fine as a character, but he's overhyped as fuck. See you, Adrena. Be safe, bro. Bardock is overhyped as fuck. He is B tier. He is overhyped as fuck. He is not an S tier. Beerus. I really want to give Beerus an A, even though he's a good contrast to Whis. I think Whis is the better contrast than Beerus. I would give Beerus a high A, low S. If you want to put him in S, low S. Whis is way better. Broly, the new Broly is way better than old school Broly. New Broly, I'd give an A. Old Broly, I'd probably give like a low B or a mid B because of his cool factor. But besides that, he was a savage. But whatever. Movies. Anyways, Bulma. We're gonna give a lot of respect to Bulma. We're gonna say she's an A tier. She does a lot. Creates the capsules, Capsule Corp, Gravity Chamber, Spaceship. She does a lot. She's been since the original, but since Super, I mean, she hasn't really done much of anything. But the Saiyans and everybody else has pretty much evolved whatever training she can do. They still use her Dragon Radar though, so I mean, longevity. Bulma is an A. Frieza, I don't know shit about Frieza Black or Black Frieza. I hear he's a savage, and I hear he's fucking way stronger than Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. But I don't know shit about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired of Frieza. Frieza is used for everything, and the charm that he had isn't really there anymore. The whole, oh, I'm above you. I'm the prince. I'm the king. I'm the emperor of the galaxy. Like all that shit doesn't really matter whenever a low class Saiyan trash literally pick on you for fun. I don't see him being an S tier anymore. I would say A tier and leave it at that. I'm gonna give him his respect because he's still around. Yeah, Frieza was great on Namek, but then after that, bro got killed by Trunks, came back, got killed by Trunks, got killed in Hell, came back for the Tournament of Power, or for Resurrection F, came back, got killed again, came back for Tournament of Power. He helped win at a sacrifice, which does give him some points. Um, and then after that, the Morrow arc and all that shit just goes off the deep end. I don't even know anymore. So yeah, I would say A tier for Frieza. Android 17 has grown a lot from a fucking maniac, sociopath, psychotic, whatever, just kill everything because he's bored, from that garbage of a C tier character all the way up to a A minus or high B. Either one is fine. Even mid A, you could say Android 17 for the Tournament of Power arc. Dude literally is a ranger, just protects the animals, and if he's called on for help, he won't do it unless people are looking after his animals. Totally fine. And she has a lot of development to go. Let's go ahead and put Pan in high C because she does have a lot of development she still has to go through for her own character. GT Pan and Super Pan, they're not the same. Super Pan is way too young. But GT Pan, she's fine. She's a little adventurer. That's literally it. A little adventurer. Let's go ahead and give her C tier. Not touching this, haven't seen it. Grandpa Gohan did a lot, even though he wasn't really there a lot of the time. He just gave an imprint on the Goku that we have now. So for respect, we're gonna give him a low B. Goten C already said. Cell, one of my favorite characters. Very cocky, very arrogant, but it goes to his Saiyan pride that he has in his genetics, taking everybody's abilities, torturing everyone, and even pushing Gohan because he wants a stronger fight. Uh, like literally dicking on Vegeta. I'm gonna give Cell a S. I think he's the best antagonist so far. I haven't seen the Morrow arc, so I don't know. Maybe Morrow's better. Chaozu hasn't really done much. Sacrificed himself for nothing. Gave Tien a rage boost that ended up getting him killed. C for Chaozu. I'm literally keeping him from shit tier because Tien, but you could say shit tier for him as well. If we're putting fusions in this, Gogeta and Vegito are damn near the same thing. Like literally. So they show up, destroy stuff, and leave. Gogeta does have a better track record than Vegito, though. So Gogeta is going to get it. Do we put Gogeta and Vegeta in S tier? I don't know. But Gogeta, I would say S. If Gogeta and Vegito are both S tier, Gogeta is going higher than Vegito. And with that, that's the end of this, man. That was absolutely insane. No, what the fuck? No, what the fuck on what? Gogeta and Vegito being S tier? You could say A tier, honestly. But Gogeta does more than Vegito. They just show up their cool factor. But that's about it. They're a cool factor, except Gogeta has a better track record. Yeah. Yeah, what am I on? I don't know. I'm tired because we've been doing this shit for like 4 hours now. But hope you enjoyed it anyway. Next, I like having you around. You're a good you're like a good bullshit detector, I guess. Like if there's some bullshit, you're fine with calling it out. So I like that. You're your own person, so that's cool. Hope to see you around more. Everybody else, everyone that's lurking, I says there's 8 lurkers. Thank you guys for showing up, showing out. And I'm going to see you guys next time. We were supposed to react to all this, but this Dragon Ball one was just long as shit, man. Oh my goodness, long as shit. But yeah, these were some good ass videos. I will see you guys when I see you guys, and peace.